Hello everybody, this is Carmisco018, and I really apologize for not uploading anything any time in the last week, but as, I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but in the last, My Thoughts video, or whatever you want to call them, I mentioned that my fiance got into a car accident. I haven't been able to see him since that happened, and so, yeah, I haven't been able to do much when it comes to focusing on that because, I've been wanting to see him. I've been wanting to go and check on him, make sure he's okay, help take care of him if he needs it. And, yeah, it's been annoying. And I've been trying to go out and do some more walking and doing Pokemon Go, and I've actually hatched a few Pokemon that I wasn't expecting. I sadly haven't gotten Riolu or Ralts yet, but I did hatch a Feebas. I hatched 2 Beldums. I caught 2 Dittos. Finally, those freaking things are annoying to catch. I needed it for that field research, thankfully. I got my first legendary, which was Ho-Oh. I only need 2 more stamps in order to get the next legendary, which surprisingly, I am curious to see what this one's going to be. Anyway, yeah, that's why I haven't uploaded anything, or actually haven't recorded anything, to be honest, because, yeah, I haven't been able to feel like doing recordings for reactions lately because of all this happening. But I am off on Thursday from work, so hopefully I'll be able to get that done. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody, because if I do, I'm going to try and get some more stuff for Sword Art Online. I'm going to try to do some more for 7 Deadly. That's not what I said. I'm already done with that one for now. Salem Crystal is what I meant to say. And Black Clover. Try and get some of the other shows done. As done as I can, anyway. Considering Black Clover's still going, and I'm very far behind on that show. Anyway, as for this episode, this is going to be for Salem and Crystal, episode 12, if I'm correct on this. Let me check real quick. Just see which video I actually, watched, because I've gotten up to episode 14 recorded. I had episode 15 recorded, but either the file got corrupted or deleted or something, I can't remember. So, yeah, I wasn't able to use that footage, so I'll have to re-record it. So that one is not going to be a blind reaction. But, as for this episode, essentially Queen Beryl is still controlling Tuxedo Mask at this point and claiming that the guy is dead because he took that hit for Sailor Moon back in episode 9, 10, I don't remember which. I think it was like episode 8, 9, somewhere around there, when that happened. Because then we got the episode where it did the backstory for them, and he got taken away, and then the others went to the Moon Kingdom, and talked to Princess Serenity's mother, aka Usagi's mother, in a way. Anyway, yeah, essentially claiming that he's dead, and the only reason he's even alive at this point is because they're using, essentially, I can't even remember what the evil's name is. Queen something, it starts with an M. I can't even remember it for the life of me. I know Queen Beryl is working under this creature. I just don't remember what it was called. Anyway, yeah. Essentially claiming that that creature's power is the only thing or maybe Queen Beryl's power is the only thing keeping Prince Endymion alive at this point, and obviously controlling him. And Usagi always is claiming that he would never work with them. He's not going to work with evil, and it starts to get to him. And while all this is going on, Venus tries to use that sword that that they got from the Moon Kingdom a couple episodes back, and take out Queen Beryl, but first hit doesn't work. And essentially we find out that the whole reason that Queen Beryl was so easily swayed by evil before to, go against Endymion and then way back when is because, and now obviously, is because she was in love with Prince Endymion and was upset that he chose Princess Serenity over her. And that those feelings are essentially what gave the creature, the chaos, or whatever you want to call it, the opportunity to sway her to the dark side, essentially claiming that either, well, I'm guessing one of two things. Either if she can't have him, nobody can, or if I work with this creature, then I can get Prince Endymion on my side and he will fall in love with me. I'm guessing that's one of two reasons. One of those reasons is the main reason that she, decided to work with whatever this creature is. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what she was called because it was Queen something. I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, Mercury ends up transporting them to some weird computer dimension. I don't remember what it was called or whatever, but so they could fight. And after some doing, they actually managed to use the sword to destroy the necklace, I think, that was around her neck that essentially gave her her immortality, because this all happened, the whole thing with Endymion being killed and then Usagi taking her own life and all that all happened years and years and years and years ago, and yet Queen Beryl is essentially the same age as back then, so she has to be kept alive somehow. And when the thing is destroyed, she dies, because, yeah, that thing was essentially keeping her from dying this whole time. And when all this is going on, he ends up going back to the Dark Kingdom, and Usagi follows him, before any of the others can go with her, the portal closes. So, yeah, the others are essentially unable to help Usagi at this point. And she follows him, I think, with the sword. And essentially to where the creature, like I said, is being kept. And at this point, the others give chase and somehow manage to track them down. At least to a good distance, at least to a good point to where the two are. And those flunkies that were working for Queen Beryl, those guys, I wouldn't say flunkies, but essentially they were her henchmen, minions, whatever you want to call them. They remember, thanks to Venus and the others, that they actually were knights for Prince Endymion, all the way back when, and they had fallen in love with the other Sailor Scouts. And when they remember who they were, sadly, that happy ending does not go well. The creature ends up, I guess deciding, you guys have outlived your usefulness, and destroys them. Yeah, so the girls are not going to get there happily ever after, which sucks. It sucks that the guys got destroyed, and it sucks that they lost their guys. Yeah, that creature's a dick. Anyway, Usagi's still trying to get to Prince Endymion, deep down in there, and trying to get him to wake up and see reason, essentially. And nothing's working at this point. And she realizes that in order to possibly help him, she has to essentially take the crystal that came out of the Legend of Silver Crystal way back when, that went inside him, and essentially she has to kill him. No, she doesn't have to kill him, because the thing isn't really keeping him alive. I think it healed him. But she takes a sword and essentially tries to stab him. And thankfully, the sword doesn't get his heart, because, like I said, the knights from before, they make one last, act of defiance to the creature and protect Endymion and essentially save him, because that's what they were sworn to do all those years ago when they fulfilled their duties. And he realizes who they were right as this happens, and essentially she turns the sword on herself, because she thinks that she essentially killed Endymion at this point, and she can't live without him. So she essentially thinks her star-crossed lovers, destined to meet each other time and time again in generations, and never to be able to fully be together. And that would suck if that was actually the case, and the others arrive just in time to see this happen. So, yeah. They aren't able to stop it. And that's essentially how the episode ends, more or less. Because I kind of just went to certain points in the video while I was checking to see what I needed to talk about. So I don't know everything that happens in this episode, so I just went over the main things. So if I missed something that you guys want me to mention, feel free to mention it in the comment section. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, and I will see you all next time.